Relatively few Americans are excited about a potential rematch. The 2020 election between President Joe Biden and Donald Trump. But more Republicans would be happy with Trump as the nominee than Democrats would be with Biden. That's according to a new poll from the Associated Press-NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. Washington. It's not the presidential election that anyone is very excited about. Relatively few Americans are excited about a possible 2020 election rematch between President Joe Biden and Donald Trump. But according to a new poll, Republicans will be happier with Trump as the nominee than Democrats as Biden's standard-bearer. From the Associated Press-NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. This apparent lack of interest from voters comes despite the fact that both Biden and Trump face relatively few obstacles in their path to locking down their respective parties' nominations next year. Biden has garnered broad support from Democratic officials as a handful of mostly token rivals have struggled to gain momentum. And despite 91 indictments in 4 criminal cases, some of which focused on his attempts to overturn his 2020 election loss to Biden, Trump's grip on GOP primary voters shows no signs of loosening a month before the first nominating contest in Iowa. Probably the best way to put it is that I find it sad that this is our best choice for our country, said Randy Johnson, 64, of Monett, Missouri. Johnson, a Republican, said he wished there was a third legitimate option for presidency. But the political system did not make that possible, adding, "We are faced with lesser of two evils." About half of Democrats say they would be very or somewhat satisfied if Biden became the party's 2024 nominee. About a third of Democrats are dissatisfied. And about 1 in 5 are neither satisfied nor dissatisfied. When it comes to the Republican Party's nomination, enthusiasm is higher for GOP frontrunner Donald Trump. 2/3 of Republicans are happy with Trump as the 2024 nominee. About a quarter are dissatisfied, while 9 are neutral. Among U.S. adults overall, party affiliations aside, there still isn't much excitement for the Biden-Trump rematch. A majority of U.S. adults would be very, or somewhat, dissatisfied with Biden becoming the Democratic presidential nominee in 2024. And a similar majority would be very or somewhat dissatisfied with the Republican Party choosing Trump. Nearly 3 in 10 U.S. adults, or 28, say they are unhappy with both Trump and Biden as their party's nominees. Independents are more likely to express their views on this issue than Democrats or Republicans. Their displeasure with both men winning the party nomination. Deborah Brophy is an independent who says she supports Biden in the 2020 presidential election. But now 67-year-old has taken heat with the president, saying he feels Biden is too focused on dealing with conflicts abroad instead of what's going on right under his own nose, like home.